Welcome. My name is Deb Hammer. I am founder and CEO of Breakthrough Leadership Consulting. Welcome to our Culture Crafters series. Our focus this month is on creating the strongest school culture during testing. Unlike most work with Breakthrough that is individualized and interactive, these Culture Crafter webinars are designed as quick sit and gets for leaders who are on the move. So our focus today: how does school culture tie into student testing? I remember my first time as a testing administrator at a middle school. In addition to my full-time job, I was really nervous, uh, pretty anxious about the whole concept. The idea that something I did could lead to my school being accused of cheating was pretty terrifying for me. So over the years, though, as I walked out different testing seasons, I began to think much more about that season from the perspective of students and the pressure we put on very young people to perform during a very tight window. So if we were sipping lattes and discussing standardized testing, you might hear one set of things, but here we are in the world we live in. And testing season needs focus and prioritization to set students and schools up for success. So today, I want to give you 4 quick tips to ensure a strong testing season. One note, I know that for the first time, at least here in New York, a number of religious schools and independent schools will be participating in statewide testing for the first time. So whether it's your first time for your school testing, or you're a first-time test administrator, or you've done this many times, I would recommend doing a dry run of the testing window to work out all of the logistical and technical needs for students and adults. But now let's listen right up for these quick 4 tips to help make this your strongest testing season yet. So tip number 1, prioritize student well-being. Incorporating activities and initiatives that promote mental health and well-being into the school day, encouraging breaks, physical activity, get the kids outside, get them fresh air when at all possible, whether it's a playground or a walk around the block. Fresh air matters. And other self-care practices to help students recharge and stay focused during testing. Provide access to support services and resources for students who may need additional assistance with coping strategies for managing test anxiety. It is a real thing for many students. Teach mindfulness techniques to help mitigate those, breathing exercises, or positive self-talk to help students navigate stressors effectively. Don't minimize the power and impact of these strategies and techniques for student well-being. I probably should have made this the number 1 tip, but keep routines as consistent as possible. Everyone can be tired after a morning of testing, so there could be the temptation to provide lots of unstructured time in the afternoon or after the testing window. My encouragement is to fight that temptation. Without a focus for the time, you will find yourself dealing with lots of student behavior, from boredom or just lack of clarity on what a child is supposed to do. So said another way, students are very unlikely to just quietly sit for 3.5 hours doing crossword puzzles. So in the absence of a plan of things to do, behaviors can devolve quickly. Old wisdom applies here. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. Make sure teachers have a plan for after the testing window. Partner with families. You are doing this with families. In theory, we're doing this for families, right? But make sure all the testing details are in writing on one piece of paper or one flyer posted online. Parents have lots of things to do and will not remember the minutia of testing dates, makeup dates, what time the testing window ends each day, like if they need to make a doctor's appointment for a child. Inform them early and often. Make it easy for them. Remember to engage families in supporting students during testing also by the insanely important things that happen at home. Healthy eating, appropriate bedtime, emphasizing punctuality for a calm start to the day. And most importantly, provide support to those families who need it to get these different things done. Last but not least, tip number 4, treat your teachers well. I've never met a teacher who loves standardized testing windows. Haven't met them. For the uninitiated, you have to surrender your phones, your engagement with students is highly regulated, and you're basically bored out of your mind while watching little people that you care a lot about work really hard and sometimes struggle. So leaders, make sure you are thinking about the adults. Where budgets allow, buy lunch or breakfast, definitely go for casual gear days. I love always seeing teachers in their college sweatshirts or t-shirts or sorority fraternity gear. Suspend PD at the end of the week. Place a kind note in their mailbox. Make sure that you are out on the floor providing a bathroom break or just checking in with a smile or thumbs up through the door. This is not the time to be in your office. Bring in extra hands if possible, trained extra hands, especially to support with extended time testing. Encourage dialogue and idea sharing to address concerns and provide support where needed at the end of each testing window. So those are my 4 tips for strong school culture during your testing window. Good luck out there. Connect with Breakthrough to learn more about how you can achieve your school culture or leadership development goals at any time during the year. Thanks for listening.